taxes, inflation, and the breakdown of the family are causing us to fall behind. We have the lowest net worth in the United States, and I'm sure those numbers cross the border as well.
Some people get the disability tax credit and they don't open the registered disability savings plan, and that's where the government puts in all the money of grants and bonds for a person with a disability who has done all the steps. Some people don't do all the steps.
But we step here on the Morning Vibe. Good morning, everybody. Dr. Vibe here, host and producer of the award-winning Dr. Vibe Show, the home of Epic Conversations. And I'm the host of Epic Conversations, 2018 Innovation Award winner, 2020 Best Podcast News Award winner, given out by the same organization, believe it or not, the Canadian Ethnic Media Association. I also co-host and co-produce the only online show in the world for dads and fathers. It's sponsored by Dove Men Plus Care, and being part of that team, reached out directly and indirectly to over 400,000 dads, fathers, and male caregivers around the world. And as always, I'd like to say you're blessed, highly favored, a magnet for miracles, and a solution for someone's problem. Good morning, Sir Ryan O'Neill Knight.
Yeah, always good to see you, brother Dr. Vibe. And for those that don't know why I'm Sir, my last name is Knight. I do consider my mother to be the queen. As
Okay.
And so I'm also one of the co-founders of the Afro-Caribbean Business Network. Shout out to the team. We celebrated 7 years over the weekend. And we work with entrepreneurs of African and Caribbean heritage, really to figure out what stage their business is in and then help them create a strategy to grow their companies exponentially. And I am an entrepreneur myself. I do run a company called Detailing Nights. So we provide mobile waterless car cleaning. So we go to people's houses or their offices, clean their cars on the spot without using water, and our plant-based eco-friendly cleaning supplies, thanks to Fred and Janet Cox from Liquid Green Solutions.
Wait, hold on. When are they coming on? We need to get them on.
Yeah, true. I think they actually want to get us on their show. They started that Sunday show, remember?
Yeah, well, we can
do crossover.
Yeah, we can do replica. You know the word I want to say. Yeah, we want
Quick Crow Pro.
No, that's forget that. That makes me think of a certain gentleman. Go on now. Right. But yeah,
it was good.
On. That'd be great. That'd be fantastic. Well,
I'll definitely send him a note.
Yes, please. Would love. And I'm more than happy. And I think I may have been on their platform. Something tells me I have.
Oh, nice.
I don't remember. So let's get some particulars out of the way. Subscribe to the Dr. Vibe Show on YouTube and hit the notification button. We're getting close to 1,600, family. We're getting close to 1,600. Let's make the push. Also, follow the Dr. Vibe Show on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Interesting fact, as I leave that on the screen for a second, for those who are watching live or in the replay, on the weekend, hosted Primetime Saturday with Aisha K. Staggers and Laura Lala Key, and they're still feeling it from the U.S. election. And I'm going to shout out, Lala's been very, I would say, impacted by it. She's frustrated, and emotionally it's been very draining on her. But what they did tell me, and Aisha brought this up, they are no longer on Twitter.
Wow.
Because they feel it's such a toxic environment. It was a toxic environment, and now with the results of the election, it's even going to get more toxic, and more they're not big fans of Elon Musk. So they introduced me to a new platform called Blue Sky.
Okay.
So interesting enough. So Blue Sky, guess who the founder of Blue Sky is?
Isaac Hayes III?
No, he's got fan base.
Oh, fan base. Right.
Yeah. No, well, you don't know. Okay. The founder of Blue Sky is Jack Dorsey.
Wait, that name is Google tied?
Huh?
Tied to Google?
No, you're close. He founded a platform that I mentioned just a few moments ago. He was one of the original founders.
Wait, on Twitter?
He was one of the original founders of Twitter.
Interesting.
So he left. I don't know whatever either he sold it. Maybe he sold it to Mr. I don't know. But he has founded this new platform called Blue Sky. And according to Aisha and Lala, or especially Aisha, she's on it, it's less toxic. It's not out of control like a number of people feel X/Twitter has become. So I said, you know something, Aisha is really prolific on that platform, and just so I have opened up a Blue Sky account. I told her I'd do it within 24 hours, so I did it.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna start going on, probably in the middle later on this week, start making a footprint on that platform, because hey, it's just for a lot of people, Twitter has been real toxic. So family, join me in my Blue Sky journey. So I'll tell you what's going on, but even again, if you don't like toxicity so far, well, you don't like it, but you want to see if it's not on a different platform, that it looks like Twitter. The logo is blue, like the former Twitter logo was.
Right.
So it's all there. So to advertise your business product or service on any of the platforms that myself or Ryan are involved in together, please email us dr.vibe@thedrvibeshow.com. And join our Discord group. I think I actually posted a replete program this week, but I got so much more to go. But please get on the Discord group and hang out. Actually, and another thing, I haven't really promoted, but started doing the now. I've actually started another new conversation.
Okay. Well, is that the one that was on last night?
Yes.
Okay. Nice.
Black Men Can Talk is now on, and I'll start showing some stuff from that. That is on Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern time, and I'm joined by Paul Osborne and Kofi Morris, and so we have intelligent conversations for those who love for Black men and those who love them, hosted by 3 Black Canadian men. So Friday you'll see a banner and all that. You'll start seeing that up. Now, also Indie Soup Media, powered by our dear friend Dr. Tachi, down in Fort Lauderdale. Over 40 content creators, independent, and again, in about 8-9 months, over 20,000 YouTube subscribers. You had your so what was the event like yesterday? The anniversary.
Right. So the second part of the event was talking about ACBN now taking over or purchasing a business, which is the Just Like Family franchise, and they do home care for seniors. So it's like PSW, going to seniors' homes to take care of or to give a break to caregivers, which are usually their children that are taking care of their parents. It was interesting because with ACBN, we didn't know how many people in our network were actually taking care of their parents. And then did a survey about it, and there was 150 plus that responded saying that they're in this situation taking care of their parents.
It's huge,
right? You don't realize that entrepreneurs, they're running their business, but then they have this additional weight or additional responsibility, and we weren't even talking about it. And so now we didn't even know how to support people in that area. So now being part of this industry of healthcare, home care, we're getting to have this conversation more. And the event yesterday was hosted by GoParity, which is a platform helping us to do the crowdfunding raising, but it's not traditional crowdfunding where it's actually crowd lending. So people that invest into the project, they actually are loaning ACBN whatever they want, like up to, I think 10,000 is the max, up as low as $50, and they get paid back monthly for 4 years and earning 6% interest. So it was an overview of that platform and how you can invest, and then an overview of the actual franchise. Carla Leon, who is the CEO of Just Like Family Home Care, she was there to answer questions about, you know, how long the business has been around, the fact that it's 54% owned by charities. There's actually 3 charities that own it. I think one of them is the United Church and a couple others, but that type of ownership and the fact that it's a social enterprise was a big reason that ACBN decided to purchase it, because now we're running it as our social enterprise, but it's owned and operated as a social enterprise. So one, it gets us to help have conversations now about people in our community that are taking care of their parents, and we can actually have a solution to provide this service. But we are in a specific area, so Midtown Toronto East, and we are looking to actually get additional territories. So if there's anyone out there that might want to partner with ACBN, please do reach out, because we are looking to get a second territory, because the first one is doing well.
Okay, and I missed a comment here. Fitness IQ Cam says happy 7 years.
Thank you,
ACBN.
Camille. You've been a big part of that. Thank you.
You know, she's a power woman. So, you know, the ACBN only deals with the power people. Another different topic. I didn't, but did you watch any of that fight?
I watched it after. I didn't watch it that day, but then I went by my dad's house and my brother was there. So we pulled it up. I mean, hey, he got 20 million in the bag, but clear. And I mean, hey, he was still, for a 58-year-old, I could only dream of being in that kind of shape, but it was a tall order to ask him to be the Mike Tyson that we're used to, you know. I think the gas ran out early.
Okay, so here's my lens on this fight. What the heck are you at 58 years old needing to go fight for? To also, okay, right. Because if he would have let's think about how much money Mike Tyson has made in his career, and he blew a lot of it. In fact, most
He'll
of it.
Tell you, yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So Ryan, if you amassed 10% of what Mike Tyson has accumulated in his time, right? Would you put yourself out in the ring?
Well, he didn't get hurt, so
hold on. He did. Hold on a second. You're risking, because medical people say, okay, here's a perfect example. Look what happened to Muhammad Ali as his career went on.
Yeah, but remember, Muhammad Ali was fighting elite people, so Jake Paul is not elite.
Buddy, all it takes is one good lick, baby.
And that's where that's the risk you take, and you weigh the pros and cons. He knew, and I would agree, that he was not going to get hurt in this fight.
How do you know that?
To be determined, but he didn't get knocked out. He didn't get injured. I didn't see him get hit with anything that he looked hurt. So he goes up there. It's like, it's theater.
Our producer in the background made a very good point. He had 4 blood transfusions in June and was told not to fight.
But that's why it wasn't entertaining for people, because he wasn't up there.
I don't care about entertainment. I care about the man's health.
But he didn't get hurt. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So if you're going to risk $20 million payday to go up and do theater in a ring, that to me is an easy yes. He got to go up there, throw some punches. Okay, he got hit a couple times. 8 rounds. It was like sparring. And he got 20 million for sparring. That to me is not that.
Okay, so
who's not going to get hurt by Jake Paul?
Who's the biggest sucker? Is there any big suckers in all this?
No, people, if they paid to watch it, they got to see Mike Tyson come out. It was a sanctioned event, so it was, I would say, more real than the exhibition he did with Roy Jones Jr. But this is the world that we're in. What do people do to get views? What do we do to be entertained? Gladiator 2 is coming out, which is a movie about old-time Roman entertainment and how vicious it was. This is just modern-day Colosseum. So people, look how many people made money off of this spectacle that was not even, I would say, a real fight. This was pure theater. This was just a show, and people wanted to see a show. They got the show. I don't know what they were expecting from a 58-year-old Mike Tyson, but Jake Paul, his whole YouTube career is about this kind of spectacle theater. So I think it was a good move on his part. He did not get hurt and he got paid.
Okay, we got family coming in making comments. We're going to get to this. But first off, Fitness IQ goes, nice, good to know. I think she's responding to the comments about her being essential. She likes being essential to everything. JJ Mars says, Tyson fight was sad, I think. You think? Okay. Brenda Elizabeth Williams says, congratulations. I'm so proud of you. Doing great work. I am the beneficiary of the great initiative of the ACBN Canada Foundation. Minion Cam says, morning. She goes, we talking about the stage fight. She also says, fighting is always a risk of potential of death or bodily harm. JJ Mars goes, brain damage. Ray says, I don't think it was a fight. I am of the opinion it was just for entertainment. There were no punches thrown, and he had 20 million reasons to do it. Minion Cam goes,
Saying,
pussyfoot shuffle for 20 million. She also makes a point. George Foreman fought at 48 years old. Still bad. True.
hey, won championship in his 40s. I think he's the only person to do it in 3 different decades. The heavyweight champion.
Ray goes, the big suckers are the folks who thought they would see 20-something-year-old Mike. Yes, agreed.
Exactly.
And then Minion Cam says the women's fight was the best fight out of the night. That's what I hear from a lot of people. They thought the women's fight was serious. It was serious.
But that's where, and again, Holyfield was dealing with this. Muhammad Ali dealt with this. I don't know George Foreman to an extent, but when is it your time to exit? And they went a bit too long, and Holyfield had to be literally banned from fighting by the doctors and the health commission because he kept wanting to fight. But remember, they were fighting elite, like #1 ranked and world champions. Mike Tyson was not. So the risk of injury, I think, was a lot lower. And again, he got to get paid. People did get to see him come back out. And then that was my expectation, was to just see him in a bit higher level than an exhibition. And that's what we got. If you're expecting Mike Tyson, like Ray said, to be in his 20-something form and just wreck this guy, I mean, that would have been the best case scenario, because I think we all would have liked to see him be just primal. But no, if you're just to see it, like if you're there for the theater, then you got what you paid for.
Not me.
No, I don't. So let's try and make it apples to apples. So you're in your 90s, and you've retired from doing interviews or conversations, and your podcast is done. And somebody says, you know what, Dr. Vibe, we just want to have you out for one more conversation. We'll pay you $2 million. We know you're not in your prime, but would you still come back? You're 94 years old. Would you want to get paid to do what you love to do one more time?
I think it's an interesting comparison, but I think it's not relative to maybe getting punched.
Hey, valid, but hey, the internet
and Tyson from what I said, was wearing a knee brace, so he wasn't. I don't think it's a fair comparison.
I'm just throwing out something similar where you're past your prime, you've been out the game, and somebody says, "Hey, for you to just appear, no risk, would you still want to get paid and come back?" This is a lot of people haven't been faced with these types of decisions. So you're saying like, oh, it's dangerous for him. I don't think it was very dangerous. Mike Tyson is not us. If it was us going into a ring to get punched by a professional boxer, that doesn't make sense. But Mike Tyson is still a former heavyweight champion that is in higher tip-top shape than most 58-year-olds.
And see, for me, this is a bigger situation because there's many a black male athlete. Like I remember seeing film of Jesse Owens past his prime, getting paid to race against horses. Come on, man.
So that's the same thing. Remember, he said yes. So this is where, why would he say yes?
So okay, I
right?
For me, in your situation, you told me if the audience wanted me out there, maybe I consider it. I wouldn't consider it off. Like if I'm well-to-do and all that, I don't need to that. But if the audience wanted me out there, sure, I do it for the audience. I'm not doing it for the money. McMillan Group comes with a comment, but those guys were fighting for titles. This was a Netflix production for pure entertainment. At 58 to go 8 rounds and not collapse is simply amazing. Okay.
And I don't know if we have to send like the coroner to Netflix's office for whoever got killed by it being down. So Netflix crashed, for those that might not have, because if I didn't watch it on Netflix, I watched it after. But Netflix is getting raked over the coals about their. But is this the first time they've done something live? I don't think Netflix does live events. I could be wrong if it's been done before, but they 100% dropped. I think a person streamed it on Twitter and had like 6 million people on his live stream because Twitter was down. It was first time, Samantha. Yeah, it was a train wreck. So I feel sorry for whoever's getting fired over there because of this debacle, or it's a great learning experience. And hey, good luck for the next one.
Not me. All right, let's continue on with comments. Finance IQ Cam says caregiving and working is heavy, difficult. This month especially has been an overload. I know that she's in a situation in that right now. It's really heavy. I myself had this experience a while back. Well, when I was in the 9 to 5, just in the 9 to 5. If you're doing 9 to 5 and have to do caregiving,
right?
So flexible. And then it actually relates to the conversation we were having with I call her Dr. Nicola Harris.
Yes,
she's in that situation too, right?
Yeah.
So Minnie on Cam, thank you. She's holds up. Talking on a podcast is different than physical labor. Thank you. All right,
100% agree. I was saying, past your prime, there's things, and hey, Jesse Owens is probably a better example where he said yes to a spectacle entertainment event, and I'm sure he got paid for it. So,
yeah, I guess the phrase in my alleged mind right now is saying everyone has a price, right? So the McMillan
and you don't know until you're faced with that actual decision of life-changing money, you know?
Or as Mr. Tyson said, a famous quote, and I'm probably butchering a bit, you don't know. Everything is good until life is easy until you get punched in the face.
Right.
So maybe in some ways he's been punched not only physically, but emotionally and financially been punched in the face. McMillan Group goes, agreed vibe, but you are intellectually slower and not as sharp. Have you seen how slow those old talk show hosts are? Yes. 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 And Fitness IQ goes, most athletes do. Yeah, they go past their prime. Yeah. She goes, me just want to deal with one athlete and be able to help with them. True. And that's another thing. And no offense, a lot of these athletes, their advisors or agents are non-melanated. No offense, but it's just really
and not getting good advice, like based on how we're seeing professionals go broke.
Yeah,
it's like insane.
Exactly. And here's an exception. For those people who have any knowledge of the NFL, there is a black gentleman. I had his name and I forgot it. Oh, he's a quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, what's his name?
Oh, the current one?
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
I was going to say McNabb. McNabb was one.
No. McNabb. I'm gonna find this. Okay, I'm gonna do. This is what the internet does. Jalen Hurts. Yes, Jalen Hurts. His financial advisor is a black woman.
Okay.
Black female agent.
And it would be so interesting either to be a fly on the wall or for her to talk about what she's encouraging him to do. Because LeBron James, same thing. His childhood friend became his financial advisor.
I can't remember his name.
It seems like he's doing quite well.
Oh,
so,
right? Like, but see, there's there's an interesting contrast. Do you think do you think if Michael Jordan got offered $20 million to come on the court, do you think he'd take it?
100% yes.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah. Oh, it might not be 20 million, but there's a number that he would say yes to, and people would want to see it. And same thing, like you said, if the fans are like, hey, this is something that we want to see.
I would love to ask him that question and see. I'd say, Mike, what price would it take for you to come out for an exhibition?
I think we can like DM him or email him and get a response.
All right. So some good news. Some good news out here. Ryan Singh, his documentary that him and a great amount of people actually they were on this platform. They are now Academy Awards qualified.
Okay.
Amazing. And I saw them some posts on Instagram about it. That is fantastic. Next up, good morning, Dr. Chachi says, good morning, all.
Yeah.
Okay, Minnie on Camp says they've done live before. This is their first live.
fights. Oh, probably for Netflix.
Okay. All right. So
Gotcha.
Dr. Tachi says Netflix has done a live show before. They did the season wrap up of Love is Blind with Nick Lachey live.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. Maniac Camps was Dr. Tachi, but this was their first live fight. Ryan Singh says family is gay, which is most important. Ray of Hope is officially Oscar qualifying. We just mentioned that. Dr. Tachi says to Minyan Cam, correct. Minyan Cam says, we, in capital letters, know this from football players who retire for medical reasons. She says it's all fun and games until you lose and I think die.
Lose an eye or die.
Okay.
Valid.
Shaquille O'Neal has done well with his money. Yeah, he's on the TV all over the place. He's like ad spokesman for Espon.
And owns a lot of franchises of different industries.
Yep.
Burger one too.
McMillan Group goes, Dr. Vibe, the ego of the elite athlete is nothing we can imagine. Absolutely. Of course he would for the right price. Okay. Dr. Tachi goes for Jordan. It's not about the money at this point. He has enough between the deal with the sneakers, his ownership in NASCAR. There's no need for him to do it except for fun.
But remember, why did he come back the second time when he came back with the Wizards? Way past his prime. Again, the money was just a bonus, but he had something to prove. Now, okay, he might not have something to prove, or maybe if enough, and this is what would happen, if enough people called him out, because he is one of the most competitive people. If you watch his past interviews, if enough people got on like his nerve about, oh, he couldn't score a basket now in this modern NBA, he would probably do it for free just to come back and show that he can still ball better than who's currently in the NBA. So it might even not take 20 million. He's like, yo, throw me $1 million and I'm in for one more 10-day contract.
Okay. So he
could probably do better than Bronny James. I don't know if people.
Bronny's in the G League.
But did you hear the criteria of him being in the G League is that he only plays home games, and if it's an away game, like if the Lakers have an away game, he travels with the team. I guess LeBron has put in some criteria for how he can be in the G League. Man.
Well, but you know what? More power to LeBron. He's controlling the family business and the family legacy, right? He's again, and again, the two keys to, I'll say, our culture to me are family and culture. Family and culture.
Yes.
100%. McMillan Group says congratulations to Ryan Singh. Dr. Tachi says congratulations, Ryan. That's fantastic news. Ryan, you need to get on Dr. Tachi's platform. All right. Let's see if we can make that happen, because I'm a big supporter of Indie Soup Media and all things Dr. Tachi. McMillan Group goes, there are many athletes who have done extremely well. We just don't hear about them. He also says
we should spotlight them more.
It says the McMillan Group says if you watch Ice Cube's 3-on-3, there are many former NBA players who play in that league, many in their 40s. I've never sat down and watched that.
Yeah, I'm curious what channel it comes on.
Well, they had something a while back with CBS. I don't know.
Okay.
If they've done anything. Then Minyan Cam says that's stealth wealth. Yes, when you think about Jordan and his royalties from his Air Jordans, they still forever and ever. That's a generational product. Generational product forever and ever and ever. You got to go.
Yes. Good seeing everyone. We shall touch base Friday.
Friday with 4. All right, Ryan.
Looking forward to it.
We'll chat during the week. Be well. All right, everybody. We are back. So, got a few more minutes. Anything else people want to chat about today? We continue to talk about Tyson. I think it's a good comment, good indication of the state of black wealth of the uber rich. Anyone have any things they want to bring up in the world of Dr. Vibe? And again, definitely I will see if I can get a representative on from the United Way to talk about that 211 service. I think that is really, really important to have that service right across Canada for people who are in need. And again, especially at this time of year, there are just increased needs in the holiday season. Okay, there's some more comments here. JJ Mars says there was an effort to block Ice Cube games by major. Yes, I know about that. A lot of networks didn't want Ice Cube's 3-on-3 league to be broadcast. I know that CBS for a little bit of time broadcasted. I don't know where that starts, where that situation is right now. Mignon Camp says, I posted in the Discord about a disability advocate whose funeral is today. Condolences to that person and their family. Big time. Big time. What else going on in people's lives? Oh, here's something I want to ask. First, I guess it's a two-part question. How many people buy gifts at Christmas time? And then second of all, are you going to be spending more, the same, or less this Christmas during the holiday season? So, question, live poll. Are you going to be spending, do you spend money during the holiday season, gifts and all that stuff? And if you are you going to spend this more, the same, or less than last year? Myself, if I'm going to spend anything, it'll be either the same or less. Like I'm the gift giving thing, and like I do have nephews and nieces. I'll buy them a gift card. I don't do the gifts thing, because and this is just me. The best gift that I can give anyone is my time. Best gift I can give anyone is my time. Okay, Minion Cam says spending $0 when I do spend on gifts, my family doesn't appreciate it. Oh, and that's another thing too. The holiday season, whether it's, and I just say holiday because there's a number of different things that are celebrated at that time. You have Christmas, you have Kwanzaa. There's all different things. The holiday season can be a depressing time. So don't make the assumption that it's a happy time for everybody. There's a number of people I know that have lost close family members, friends, associates during that holiday season. So don't make the assumption it's a happy time for everybody. What else with people around the holiday season? Are you getting this? So Dr. Tachi says, I usually only give gift cards buying one gift. Yeah, I'm really minimal life. I tell people I give them gifts throughout the year. My time. That's the best thing I can give people these days is my time. And again, you never, I guess, somewhat related story, but not. So I had the opportunity yesterday to run into JG Mars says, most of the economy depends on Christmas spending. Yeah, retailers. And isn't it, of course, interesting terminology. Isn't Black Friday, is it this Friday or the following Friday? Again, this is how much I plug myself out of the world, but I've heard ads. When is Black Friday? Is it this Friday or the following Friday? So that's when the Christmas is going to really go crazy. And interesting here in Canada, Canada Post, which is our government national postal service, has been on strike since 2 days ago. So a lot of retailers are freaking out because of deliveries. And there's, was it FedEx or UPS say they're not going to handle things that are going Canada Post. They're not going to take them on. Okay. JG Mar says it's the Friday after Thanksgiving. So is Thanksgiving next week in America? Please educate me. So Minion Cam says it's after American Thanksgiving. That I know. Okay, Black Friday, doctors, is the Friday after Thanksgiving in the US. Yeah, but when is Thanksgiving this year? Is it this week or next week? Let me just see our producer in the background. The 29th, next week. So it's next week. So that's when the real rush is going to start happening once Black Friday hits. And then how many people, I want to ask, participate in Black Friday? Okay, JJ Mars. Yeah, then that Monday is Cyber Monday. So Black Friday, then Cyber Monday. How many people take part in the Cyber Monday, Black Friday stuff? I don't. And then Minion Caps, and then there's Boxing Day. And then Dr. Tachi says the holiday is always Thanksgiving. It's the holidays, the fourth Thursday in November. Got it. But how many people take part in these online, Black Friday, Cyber Monday? Does anyone take part in any of that stuff? because my thought process is there's so many online stores out there, and if you are a smart consumer, you don't need to shop on those days online. That's just me. So, we're gonna get that consumer bug. We're gonna get the consumer bug. Okay, so Mignon Camp says we did it, kids, to buy more back to school clothes after Christmas. Okay. Dr. Taji says I usually would do Small Business Saturday. That would be a good thing. That would be something I would be interested in supporting, a Small Business Saturday. As long as it's the right business, by the way, or right businesses. C Nurse K, what is up? Morning. In December, we have 6 birthdays, mine included, in addition to Christmas. We'll spend about the same. 6 birthdays in Christmas. What? Wow. Okay. That's crazy. 6. What? Man, there's a lot of money being spent in that household. A lot of money being spent. Wow. Oh, wow. I just got a very interesting potential opportunity. What? That's fantastic. Good stuff. All right. Next up, Mignon Camp says, then Giving Tuesday is now a thing. Dr. Tachi, this is what I love so much about you, family. I'm going to put it out there. One of the things, here's a holiday wish for me, and it would take time. I would have the wish that I could meet as many of you personally in my journey. That's my wish. Because so many of you have made what I do heart work, not hard work. I just came from the heart. Thank you. Dr. Tachi says American Express actually came up with a Small Business Saturday, and many small businesses do participate. They'll make it a whole weekend from Black Friday through Cyber Monday. So Dr. Tachi, you're based in the US. I wonder if they do that in Canada. I should reach out. Dr. Tachi, remind me in a DM. I'm going to see if I can reach out. It may be tight to do it. I could reach out to someone at American Express and have them come on and talk about Small Business Saturday. Mignon Cam says Giving Tuesday is December 3rd. And then C Nurse K says one of those is your co-hosts. What do you mean by that? Oh, C Nurse K says birthday, that is. His birthday's in December? What? C Nurse K, you got it. We got to have a back channel chat, offline chat. You got some intel I need to know. Dr. Tachi says, that's a great idea. I'll DM you. You know what we should do, Dr. Tachi? Maybe both of us should reach out together to Amex and offer them a North American conversation. What are your thoughts on that? That would be a great idea. Fitness IQ says, Cam says, yes, we need to find some resources for my grandmothers and dad. Yes, absolutely. This is we need, and Dr. Nicola Harris, she isn't an official doctor, but I like to call her that. She started to talk about this situation, or this concern about taking care of our elders from our Black environment. Do we need to have someone else come on and dig into that a little bit further? What do you think, family? Fitness IQ Camp says less. She's spending less. She goes, I'm the gift. Oh, gosh. And she says, actually, since me the gift, it'll be enough. Okay, talk to me. Talk to me. Say, just lay it down, Fitness IQ Cam. Okay. That is. Oh, so so we got some intel. Ryan's birthday is on December 18th, everybody. So mark it down in your calendars. I'm just going to take a look and see if we have a show that day. Let me just see if we have, because if we have a show that day, or we'll have to say, and we'll keep it a secret. And Fitness IQ goes big up, and Sagis babies. Oh, so you're December 12th at Nets IQ Cam? Wow. So we got lots of family doing the birthday thing. Let me just check. I'm just checking my calendar. December 18th. It's a Wednesday. So circle your calendars for December 16th. So we're going to wish Ryan a happy birthday. And Fitness IQ Cam is December 12th, which is the Thursday before a Friday show. Fitness IQ goes, that's a debatable topic. Don't buy a gift they wouldn't want. Okay. And then also, safe bet is a gift card or something they like. And this is why listening is so important. Listen to people throughout the year and see, oh, I'd like to have that, or I wish I'd like to have that. I always, when it comes to holiday season, there's always someone who I get a gift for who isn't expecting it from me. And you know what? As I'm thinking about it, I have a person in mind. Okay. Wow. C Nurse K says, I'm the 27th Capricorn. And Mignon Cam says, gift cards make corporations rich. Okay. Fitness IQ cows. We talked about this on Friday, sir. Again, Senior. What is this? What's December onrush? Senior's K says my niece is the 12th. So Senior's K and Fitness IQ Cam, you have something in common. It's after the American Thanksgiving. Okay, I don't know what is after that's what, Cyber Friday or whatever, Black Friday or whatever they call it. Yes, it's after Thanksgiving. Wow. Lots of things going on, man. A lot of December babies. What? Want to shout out Brenda Elizabeth Williams and Ray McMillan of the McMillan Group for liking the conversation today. Anything else? Finance IQ Camp says your niece must be amazing. You know why she's saying that? She's saying that because her birthday's on the 12th. You're right. Right? So, yes, birthdays. So I've got to make a note about the 12th and the 18th right after today's show to mark them down, because if I don't mention to Fitness IQ Cam, she's going to dash me. And if we don't mention for Ryan, he's going to go on my knees. Fitness IQ Cam, I will this time. My phone is deleting my IG reels and heating up. I'm getting annoyed. Oh boy. My goodness. Sorry to hear. The world of technology. All right. Anything else we want to chat about today? Gonna start shutting it down soon. So remember, everybody, coming up this Friday's show, we'll be talking with Garfield Golding and Curtis Masco from the United Brothers Golf Association of Canada. So we're going to be talking golf on Friday. So I have, as I said, some homework to do for you all. After we finish today, I've got to reach out to see if we can get Station from Big Brothers and Big Sisters Toronto to come on, because they are in need of black male big brothers. As Ryan said earlier, there's a waiting list of 150 young black people who are looking for a big brother, big sister. Also, I'm going to reach out to United Way to see if they can have a representative come on to talk about their 211 service. That was wow. I'm still sort of going wowing on that. Anything else we need to chat about today? And we talked about Mike Tyson. I guess so. You're not catching me at, like, again, the price. I don't know about that. I don't know about anything else that happened over the weekend. Also, too, one last thing. The amount of money people are spending for this Taylor Swift concerts thing. Wow. That's like I said, I think we mentioned before, how much would you spend? Last conversation piece, and me just do quickly. How much would you maximum spend to go see a concert of an artist that you would really like to see? How much would you spend? Like I said, about a month or so ago, I was hanging out and vibing with you guys, saying, "Oh, there's a concert I want to go to. No, I don't know if I'm gonna go." Don't like. I eventually went. I went by myself. I enjoyed the experience. I don't know how many. Like there are other artists, and I paid a bit for tickets, but to me it was worth the experience. But how much? Last question of the morning vibe on. How much would you spend? What would be your max? Okay, Fitness IQ says, "You're welcome, Dr. Vibe. Thank you as well." You're welcome back, Fitness IQ Cam. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Big time. So if no one's going to be answering, I'll just give a few more seconds if anyone wants to jump into the conversation. Oh, so I've been told I froze. So I did repeat the question again. What would be the maximum amount you would spend to see artists perform live? Not someone giving you the money coming out of your own pocket. It's a different thing. And some say, "Oh, I'll give you the money to go see it." That's one thing. What would the maximum you would spend out of your own pocket to see an artist live? Okay, we've got someone here. Oh, so Fitness IQ Cam, is Ryan December 15th or 17th? No, he's the 18th. Oh, my goodness, you're not paying attention. Producer says in the back, 150 max, that's it. Unless I was a diehard fan. Well, if you're a diehard fan, obviously 150 isn't the max. Like for me, who maybe 150. If it was something like it was someone really, really like for someone like a Stevie Wonder, I may go 200, but not more than that. Not more than that. Not more than that at all. Okay, well, no one's responding to this question, so I think it's time to call it a wrap. All right. So subscribe to the Dr. Vibe Show on YouTube and hit the notification button. Again, get us over 1,600 subscribers. We're far, far away from Dr. Tachi's Hindi Soup Media of 20,000. But hey, every little thing is it's a celebration. So we're at 1,590. We want to get to 1,600. All right. Also follow Dr. Vibe Show on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. And somehow I'm going to have to edit that because I'm now starting to do traction or provide content on Blue Sky. So if you don't know what Blue Sky is a platform, we talked about it a little bit earlier. One of the founders or one of the chief founders of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, has had Blue Sky going for a while. So it's set up just like Twitter, but it's at least at the present time less toxic. So I'm going to see if I can start getting some traction on that platform in a less toxic environment. So I'll start. I don't know how I'm going to fit into. Maybe I'll have to change some things up a little bit. All right. To advertise your business, product, or service on any of the platforms that I'm on, please don't feel free. Starting to talk too fast. Feel free to contact me at dr.vibe at the drvibeshow.com. Then join the Morning Vibe Discord group. Feel free to email me dr.vibe at the drvibeshow.com. All right. Do we have anything else we need to make? Oh, you want to get a hold of Ryan? RyanO'NeillKnight.com. LinkedIn, Ryan O'Neill Knight. Instagram at Ryan.Knight. That's KNGHIT, by the way. 99. Email, work with me, RyanO'NeillKnight.com. These are the places that you can get a hold of me. Website, the drvibeshow.com. YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn, The Dr. Vibe Show. Instagram at the drvibeshow.com. X/Twitter, I don't know how much longer that's going to be on there for, at drvibeshow, and email dr.vibe at the drvibeshow.com. All right, we have two more comments. Okay, C-Nurse-K says, Fitnance, Ryan, December 18th. Thank you. She also says, Shooks, 18th. I thought it was the 15th or 17th. Okay. There you go. There you go. All that information. So what do people have planned for this week? Just a few more seconds and we're going to be, anyone have any big things, anything we want to just give positive energy to that you're doing this week? I just got an email about a potential opportunity that I went, oh, okay. And that's another thing too. I want to just put it out there. When you reach out to, well, this is a whole other conversation, but we all have those things when we reach out to people and they don't respond. Now do your follow-ups. And, if you don't hear anything, don't feel bad because you never know what's going on in people's lives. You never know what's going on in people's lives. Like I sent something out to this. I'm just going to take a look at my email really quick. And I know this person has a lot going on. I sent this person an email back on May 24th. And they just responded to saying, hey, Dr. Vibe, I hope you're doing well. I want to apologize for the delay. I've been managing several personal and professional projects this year. I wanted to know if you were still open to collaborating to chat about my film. I won't tell you the name of the film, but so you never know what's, everyone's got different things going on in life. As I always say, make sure you give people grace because, again, you never know. You never know. So I just wanted to leave on that note today. Okay. I think that's a wrap. I'm just doing some few quick production things in the comment sections on all the platforms that you could be watching right now that I didn't get a chance to do during the conversation. So I'm just handling all of that right now. Dr. Tachi says, great show. Thank you. You helped make it a great show. It'll be again, an edited version of this conversation will be on Indie Soup Media. So support. Tell people about it. All right. I think that is a wrap for today. Let me just do this. Actually, in fact, myself and Dr. Tachi are collaborating for an event that's coming up this week. Won't tell you what it is, but we have an event where we're going to be seeing if we can get some resources to help our respective platforms this week. So always looking forward to that. So as we end off today, let me just do this. Let me just do that. You can watch replays of this epic conversation, The Morning Vibe, on the Dr. Vibe Show, YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. The Afro-Caribbean Business Network on Facebook, and Ryan O'Neill Knight on YouTube. And Dr. Tachi, I will send the request to get Kirk Nugent back on today or tomorrow. I've been procrastinating with that. It's been there, sitting there, and I haven't pushed a button. That'll get done today. So, as always, live your life as a dream. If you can dream it, you can make it. Sometimes you have to get small to get stronger. Block assumptions and aim bigger, aim better, aim higher, aim wider. Love, faith, and respect. Remember, don't just manage your time, manage your energy, and remember to give yourself grace. We'll see you on the digital highway, but especially come back on Friday. Golf time. Keep the faith.